this is just typical Kanye. This is just typical Kanye. Like, hey, welcome back to my channel. So it's Melissa here with a very unpopular opinion. I'm opinionated and I know it. So before we jump into this video, you read from the title what we're going to be talking about, and that is my unpopular opinion. And I'm going to give you reasons why I feel like Kanye is not off the rocker and all this other stuff. So without further ado, let's get to the business at hand. If you have subscribed to my channel, thank you. If you have not already, please make sure that you hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to be among the first to know when I submit a video. So with that being said, this is going to be a fun video. I have my daughter Sarah off camera. Say hey, Sarah.
Hey guys.
So if so I think she's going to be doing some commentary. So anyway, Sarah's off camera. She didn't want to be, she's being a little shy today. So that's fine. So we're going to discuss our opinions on Mr. Kanye. Let me set the video up for you. So unless you've been living under a rock and you just don't know Kanye, in my opinion, my first opinion, this is just typical Kanye. This is just typical Kanye. Like, I don't see anything from the whole Taylor Swift. Let me back up. For the past couple of days, Kanye has been gone on a Twitter rant talking about all kinds of stuff, from Meek Mill and Kim Kardashian hooking up, to Michael Jackson conspiracies, to all this other stuff, along with his whole bid for presidency. Now, as a result, you have a lot of people that are like, oh my goodness, pray for Kanye, pray for Kanye. He went on his first, that's what sparked it. He had his first campaign rally where he just went and talked about Harriet Tubman didn't free the slaves. She actually freed them to go work for other white people. And it was just all over the place. If you listen to what he was saying, he went on to say how Kim Kardashian almost had Kim abort North, and how his dad wanted him to be aborted, and allegedly it just created this whole PR campaign stuff. The wife went crazy, and then now subsequently yesterday Kim put out a statement. Now, with that being said, Kanye, my unpopular opinion is that Kanye knows exactly what he's saying, in the spirit of what he's saying, and he's not as crazy as people are trying to make him out to be.
I agree. I feel like the things that he's saying, he doesn't know how to like properly say them, because one, if you go back to like earlier controversies and stuff like that, just with like earlier when he was on the news, he was like, Bush doesn't care about black people and stuff like that.
Right.
Like, he's made other statements that to someone normal who doesn't know the impact of Hollywood and what it can do to you and stuff like that.
Because he's not saying anything different than what Dave Chappelle said.
Right.
Dave Chappelle said the same exact thing, and they was like, oh, but they did Dave the same way. Dave, it was like
Dave Chappelle
was the one who went to check on him. Because that's the other part, because he was like, and he went to Africa. He was like, forget America. And I just think that Kanye is being typical Kanye. First of all, he has a record coming out. That's first of all. They always in Hollywood, I don't know, it's almost like the managers, the what are those people called? The PR people. They're like, hey, you got this record, you gotta do something. And I feel like that family, the Kardashian West family, will go to any lengths to have some publicity. Now, do I think Kim was in on this? Absolutely not. Do I think that this is fake or made up? Absolutely not. Do I think that there's a level of mental health issues involved? I do.
Yes,
I do think there's a level, but I don't think it's to the level that people are attributing to. He could have been diagnosed with bipolar. That's not what I'm saying. I am just saying that Kanye is not off his rocker like we're trying to make him out to be. I think if you listen to what he's saying, there's some nuggets in what he's saying. Absolutely some far out things. But I also feel like the mental health aspect of it is the fact that he is going on this tangent saying it's almost like no one's listening to him. So he's just saying everything that comes to his mind, whether it's factual or fiction. But a lot of what he's saying is factual, but it's just misplaced. So it's almost like talking when you're sleeping. That's what I mean.
But I also feel like a lot of what he's saying is coded. Like he can't say everything that goes on in the industry. And in my opinion, I feel like when you can't say certain things that are going on.
Oh,
like,
you can't.
Everyone knows Kris Jenner pimped out her children basically.
Right.
Literally. Like, come on.
And like Sarah was saying, as far as speaking in code, if you look at the Twitter feed, it's deleted now, but I'm sure you can find it. A lot of what he said was very, very cryptic. It was coded, it was one words, he was like Drake or different things, Larsa or whatever. I think, like I said, I'm not saying what he said about Harriet Tubman was true. I think I'm not saying Kanye is a genius, but I also am saying I think he's ingesting so much on very little support. I think that the way he went off on Kim, it's to be expected. No, I just don't think it's not healthy the way they became famous, in the sense of, yes, what he said on the tweet is true. The mom set up Playboy freaking photo shoots for the kid. And he said, not on my watch with my child.
But back to the Harriet Tubman thing, I understand what he was saying. He was basically saying, like, yeah, Harriet Tubman helped to like free the slaves, but we weren't free.
Right.
We were never free. We were still having to work for the white man.
Right.
And that's what he was saying. Did he say it in the right way? No, not at all.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are going to take that as him discrediting what Harriet Tubman.
And that's how a lot of people took it. A lot of people took it like he was discrediting Harriet Tubman. And I don't know. We have to leave it up to him to explain that comment later, whether he meant it that way or not. But I could see how you're saying it, where it's like, no, he's not discrediting Harriet Tubman. It was almost like, okay, she freed him from slavery only to go work for somebody else. In context of of that, she did free people. So maybe he shouldn't have said that part. But it's true. Freed slaves went from one situation to Jim Crow and everything else. So is he crazy? That's all I'm saying. My unpopular opinion is we can't blame this on a bipolar episode. The bipolarness and all of that, to me, the manic part about it is just typical Kanye blurting out whatever he wants. This is no different than the Taylor Swift. Beyonce. I mean, literally, he walked up on the stage and was like, Beyonce got the best album. This is Kanye. Kanye, to me, everybody wants to say bipolar, but he may just be a narcissist, just from the sense of him having the spotlight. It's all about him and what he has to say. He's very undisciplined in the sense of, he can't sit in a situation and not say about it. He's undisciplined. So I'll say that he's undisciplined. But am I going to say that these outbursts are because of some sort of no, I'm not. That's not what I'm saying. This is typical Kanye, Taylor Swift Kanye. This is typical George Bush don't care about black people Kanye. Kanye, you're not going to put a muzzle on Kanye. And I think what we're seeing is Kanye this is what I think we're seeing. And you tell me. I think we're seeing Kanye finally breaking from the pressure of being, and this is going to sound really crazy, being under control, the very scripted control of the Kardashians. Mm-hmm. That's what I think.
Yeah. Why do you think he referenced himself from the movie Get Out? He was I can see it.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. There's only so much of living under that type of pressure. And because I'm telling you, Kris Jenner, the Kardashian daughters, as far as I'm concerned, they are calculated. Nothing that they do, from a picture on their pages, nothing that they do is by coincidence. Everything that they do is very calculated. It is very PR related. And so I know with Kanye how undisciplined he is and just kind of out of box he is. I feel like at first it was cute. It's just like any other relationship. You're dealing with stuff and you're like, oh, I'm going to deal with this. I'm going to deal with that. And so I think what we're witnessing is him just losing it.
Mm-hmm.
He's at his breaking point. He's like, no, you're not going to tell me I can't say this. You're not going to tell me I can't go here. You're not going to tell me to ignore the fact that you're trying to set my, put my kid in a two-piece. Because I remember Kim last year, she was doing an interview with, I don't know whose show. Might have been Ellen. I don't know. She was on somebody's show, and she was talking about how Kanye is very strict. Oh, because they were talking about the Sunday service and how he's changed since starting the Sunday service and like that. And so they were talking about she was talking about how their battle is with the kids now because he's just so extreme and he doesn't want her to post naked pictures anymore and stuff like that. So I just feel like as undisciplined, because I think that's one of his problems. Kanye is like a firecracker. And he is undisciplined. And it's very hard to put someone like that in a box and tell them for a very long time that they can't speak when they want to speak. They can't go. I think everything from the way he dresses has been dictated to him in one way, shape, or form. And I think what we're experiencing now is not a mental breakdown, not a, oh my goodness, who is Kanye and why is he behaving this way? Not a mental breakdown, none of that. What we're experiencing is him saying enough is enough. That stemmed from something, whether it was an argument with Chris, whether it was an argument with Kim, something. That's just my unpopular opinion. Go, Sarah.
Well, I agree. I feel like we're gonna be seeing a lot more tweets or a surprise. Oh, he's in the hospital, but I think some sketchy things go down in the hospital.
Well, that was a couple of days ago, but it was since reported, I think today, I saw that Kim is shopping divorce lawyers. Are we really surprised here?
I'm not surprised on that.
No, we're not surprised. I don't think we're surprised at all.
A little part of me and a very small part of me is like, is this all a PR stunt just to get some publicity for his album that's coming out? But then again, I don't think
they don't go this far.
Do that,
but I was gonna say this doesn't put them in a good. They do PR like it is a type of PR that benefits them. This doesn't benefit them. Like the fact that he is alleging Meek and her had a thing together and all of that. That doesn't make me run out and go, what now? It benefits him. I just think it's typical Kanye. And we could also say, okay, let's say this. Let's say we know he has Donda, the name of the record. So he has the name of he has Donda, the album coming out on Friday. What if we're seeing the pressures, everything coming together, and then his excitement and pressure and blah, blah, blah of the album coming out? That could trigger a manic episode. Do I think he's probably bipolar, manic? I don't know. I don't know. Did he ever say he was?
He did.
He did. So in all fairness to everyone else in their opinions, we could be seeing a manic episode, but we should not dismiss what he's saying. No. Part of that mania is listen to what I'm saying.
Because he's smart.
He's smart.
He's not. Yeah.
So mania is a mood related, but it's not necessarily you're just gonna be saying stupid stuff.
I'm like, people need to do the research and research on mental health because
people do
are thinking he's crazy when just because he's bipolar manic doesn't mean what he's saying is
no. And that's just my popular opinion. He is definitely, he could be bipolar. We could be seeing a manic episode, but at the same time, in this manic episode, mania doesn't mean he's just all over the place to the point where we can't find truth in what he's saying. And I feel like we will see some truth in what he's saying. And that's just my popular opinion. So with that being said, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. I just feel that, yes, we may be experiencing a manic episode from him, but I also feel like there's absolutely some truth to some of those tweets. And just like Sarah said, I just feel like he just didn't know how to say it. He didn't know how to put it together eloquently. Harriet did her job. She did that. And I'm not going to take that from my sister at all. She did her part. Running hundreds of slaves through the Underground Railroad. But in running them through the Underground Railroad, as he said, were they completely free? No, we ended up with Jim Crow and everything else. And even now dealing with the things that we are dealing with. With that being said, as always, leave a comment down below, like and share this video. As always, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.